Hey collective, welcome to my channel. Welcome if this is your first time. My name is Coach Liz. All right, y'all, we're going to tap into the weekly forecast. Let's see what's going on or what's coming up this week. Don't forget, y'all, that this is a general reading, so if it does not resonate, don't force a shoe to fit. There'll be more readings to come. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, you guys. Thank y'all so much for the support. Thank y'all for joining the team. Okay, collective. I love it. Like the way my spirit guides be I feel like sometimes we just be right here. Me, spirit guides, my ancestors, whatever. The Holy Spirit, call it what you want to call it. If y'all have been following me, since I started consistently posting or uploading on social media, sometimes I do like to pick out a specific candle that, like, sometimes I just hear the color or I visualize, like I get it a color in my third eye, like I start to see a specific color, and that's the candle I tend to, I'm drawn to and I light. In this case, I was drawn to blue, and clearly I was drawn to blue, which blue speaks of the fifth chakra, the throat chakra. So immediately I was drawn to a blue candle. So communication this week is going to be significant, like either speaking up for yourself or maybe even making a decision on something where you might have to voice it or speak on it or be decisive. Because I am picking up a bit of indecision, and I'm not sure if this is on your end or if it's on someone else's, but we're going to see. It just feels like there's confidence required behind this communication, behind you speaking up, behind maybe for some of you, it's like your intentions, like planning. Maybe you have to, or you're having to share some sort of plan with somebody or speak about a specific plan in mind after a period of indecision. So let's see. I'm getting a lot of indecision, and it just feels like because either there were other possibilities, other options, or too many. It does feel like this season of indecision or planning has gone on for a while. So now I feel like this week it's time now to like speak on it, confidently speak on something. So we're gonna see. Let's see what is coming up. Weekly forecast for the collective. You could be seeing 2s, 22, 222. Okay, we have the sun. Okay. I like this. Again, that's solar plexus, which talks about confidence, willpower, happiness as well. So I feel like whatever decision you decide to make, whatever choice, and I'm seeing the carrying connections with it, which is like the Two of Cups, another 2 in the tarot. So maybe this is in regards to a relationship or a connection that brings a lot of happiness, fulfillment into your life. If this is about someone else that's, I'm picking up on, that's connected to you or is around your energy, this could just be them, coming in to communicate how they feel, and they're being confident about it, especially if they were the ones that were indecisive when it came to this relationship, because it just meant that committing to you or strategizing, planning, it just feels like there was a period of someone deciding, should they commit, should they not. If you were or have been in a relationship with this person, it does also feel like maybe they're ready to take the connection to a higher level of commitment. It's like they're ready to give birth. For some of you, it could be, as I say, give birth. It does feel like maybe for some of you, you're considering having children with a particular person. It just feels like creating someone with something with someone, like a partnership, right? And this feels like a very deep connection or a deep bond. Like this is not just, the typical friendship. So it does feel like something is either taking a new shape, like a relationship. Like if this is a friendship, it's going to be more solidified, whether there's a title or not. It just feels like there's a plan here. There's a direction. It's heading to a particular goal or place, right? Or it's taking a particular shape now. It's not just like, we're just, because I'm seeing the camel here. And although the camel does have, they're known for their stamina, their courage, their being able to go on long journeys, that's exactly what this feels like. Like there's a relationship or a situation where someone is realizing that something could go, the long run, a relationship or this connection or whatever it is for you. It's moving in a direction where it could be long term, right? So I feel like someone is either realizing this, either you're realizing this collective, or someone is realizing this about you. Let me get one more. I am getting a lot of messages, especially with this bird on the card. I don't know what is it? A geese? Goose? I don't know. Now I want to know. Hold on. The Two of Wind. Hold on, y'all. Let us see what kind of bird this is. Goose. Yes. Okay. It does say the goose is both a warrior and guide, here to lead you to your highest truth. So there could be, like I said, truth or communicating something about feelings, like having the confidence to speak about feelings, emotions, because I feel like you're wanting to come out either from like a confusing situation, or you're just wanting clarity, right? You want direction. And I feel like that's what's coming up this week for you. Okay. Okay. All right, let me get one more. Sorry, y'all. I had to see what I kind of knew it was a goose, but I had to make sure. Oh no, and then broken heart, rest and rejuvenate. Okay, so for some of you, you're healing from a situation. It does feel like you're healing from a past situation that left you heartbroken. And there is someone, I feel like whoever this is with the sun and the caring connection, is like they do bring a sense of, a healing energy. A lot of victory. Look, y'all have two cards showing up where it says victory. So you guys are healing from like past situations, or just even if it wasn't like, I don't know, it just felt like maybe there were things, past ideas or lingering emotions from the past that I feel like whoever this is that's come into your life, or whatever this friendship is or this partnership is, it's like it's bringing healing energy, right? It's like you're uniting, or you're meeting people who help heal or mend a broken heart. If this is more than just one person, because it does this caring connections, I feel like you're running into people who are bringing a sense of healing into your life, right? Rejuvenation. Maybe you're spending more time with friends and family, or people who, I'm hearing soul tribe, who pour into you more so than you continuously having to pour into others. It does feel like this is a period of, people pouring into you. Or I feel like that's what this week is going to, feel like for you. Yeah, look, the Ace of Swords, that's the truth. King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy coming up. I feel like for some of you, you've been, backstabbed, betrayed, or you've gone through, like I said, difficult situations, especially with people who may have had access to your, your heart. I feel like whoever did, whoever, like when you opened yourself up in the past to love or relationships, it's like you were left feeling used or drained or, like I said, backstabbed in some way, shape, or form. So it just feels like you've had to spend some time in meditation or, withdrawing so you could heal that or mend that broken heart. Let me see what is going on with this week for the collective. What is the sun? Weekly forecast. Okay, so work is looking good. I feel like for some of you, you're getting good news when it comes to career or a skill. Yeah, there's definitely good news coming in about your money, your finances, career. I also feel like for some of you this week, you're giving birth to, like if you have a business or something like that, or a project that you've been working on, it does feel like you're ready to like expose whatever project this is, or I'm hearing release date. For some of you, there's a release date or there's news about a release date. I don't know if you're like into music or because I see the little musical instrument. What is that? I don't know why I want to say trombone. But I don't know if that's what it is. But let me know in the comments. I don't know if you can see it, but either way, it just feels like you're giving or you're getting good news about, I don't know, something that you've been really working hard on. It does feel like a skill or project. What else? With the Eight of Pentacles and the Sun. Weekly forecast for the collective. I feel like whatever this project is, there's more planning. This is something maybe that you've been planning and strategizing. Really, it's like you've been looking at all angles or potential, like potential possibilities, doors. And I feel like you're just kind of like in plan mode, right? You're strategizing, seeing which direction you want to go, especially with your career or business. But I feel like I'm hearing standing in your truth or staying in your truth could help you get the answers that you need, especially if you are very indecisive right now when it comes to a career. I am getting like whether you're ready to leave a specific workplace. Maybe that's where the planning is coming in, so there's a need to withdraw so that you can go within, because I feel like whatever decision you're getting ready to make, it needs to be from a place of confidence, willpower. Maybe you're ready to step out of your comfort zone, and this may feel uncomfortable, whether it is a career or a relationship, because it does feel like if this is a relationship, a romantic relationship, like you're just want to make sure that you are coming from a balanced place, right? Like you're wanting to open up romantically to someone and put effort into something or someone, but you want to make sure that you're doing it from a place of feeling full within yourself. Like you're not just going after someone or getting on a relationship with someone just because it's something to do. Like it does feel like you're wanting to make sure you're at a good place within yourself before you pour it into someone, before you give something to someone, before you give your heart or open yourself up to love or, a solid connection or relationship, which makes sense. It does. Maybe that's why the indecision is coming in. Like this could be a big change for you. Like this type of relationship, like I said, if you're going from boyfriend and girlfriend connection, it's like you're ready to step into marriage, right? Or if you're already in marriage, you're talking about children, right? Now it's just like getting more serious. It's whatever next step or whatever stage your next step, I want to say step, that you're getting ready to take. It's something out of your comfort zone. So you want to make sure that the decision that you make it's coming from a healed, perspective. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's in my what? Oh, it's over there. Take it with you. Thank you. Sorry about that. It's Memorial Day. Kids are out of school. So yeah, maybe children. Maybe you're considering children. So, it could be a big step for you. Maybe you're used to doing things a certain way, and now, especially if you have no children, or you're trying to add addition, because I am seeing where you're trying to add more. You're trying to see all possibilities, all perspectives, all angles. Okay, so I like this. You're strategizing, you're planning this week. What else? And I feel like you're coming from a very clear, like a healed place or clear perspective. Yeah, I like this. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Look at y'all. Okay. This definitely is a match. Caring connection for sure. I feel like you and another person really see eye to eye, or you have a lot of similarities, a lot of earth energy. More Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I also feel like there's this focus this week on your money, your stability, your finances, your home. I was picking this up on the last reading I did, tending to your own garden. For some of you, the Queen of Pentacles is someone who's down to earth, right? She's an earth sign. So maybe tending to your own garden, making sure everything is good and copacetic on your end, in your corner. Something about fertility for sure. Like for some of you, you're looking at either children, or you're giving birth, like I said, to a new project idea. For some of you, you might find out that you're pregnant this week. So congratulations if that's something that you have been waiting for or looking for. I do also feel like, collective, with you showing up with the Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, like I said, there's definitely good news when it comes to your money or finances this week. For some of you, you could be receiving a nice little payout when it comes to, career, finances. I'm seeing 9 Pentacles, so that's financial stability, that's inner peace, that's independence, self-sufficiency. So that could be a focus for you this week. And I feel like I said, you're getting good news about that. Yeah, you're coming out of Seven of Pentacles came out in the reverse, which lets me know that you're seeing things clearly this week. Like you're finally ready to speak up, speak clearly about the direction that you're headed in. Maybe this has to do with a skill, again, going back to work or a career. It could also be, like I said, a relationship, because I got this last week too, where it's duality here. Like there's two things going on, whether it's like good news coming in when it comes to your business and your career, but also something about love, right? Like it's like a lot of things are aligning for you around the same time, but I think it's happening in this way because you're really just you're coming from a place of attraction, right? You're looking down at your own garden. You're staying in your own lane. And I feel like you've created your own oasis. Excuse me, my throat chakra. You've created your own oasis, like your own happiness, your own little happy world, your peaceful world. And I feel like it is during this period where you're not even chasing, like it just feels like you're in this really like blissful energy. It's when everything starts to align, everything. And I mean, you have the justice and the judgment. Like it just feels like things are just starting to align for you exactly, maybe how you wanted it. I don't know, maybe it's I'm hearing it's happening. Especially because you found it clearly, or you see things clearly. You know exactly what you want. You're just now like strategizing on how to get to that. Okay. Caring connections. What else, collective? What'd I say? The Two of Cups. I told you I was feeling it. So there's definitely 222. You've been seeing twos. For some of you, you may be thinking about marriage. higher level of commitment. What about the Two of Cups? Caring connection. Weekly forecast for the collective. Temperance. And the Hangman. You have the Hangman showing up in 2 days. Look, and the Eight of Wands, which is the throat chakra. Communication coming in. So temperance, divine guidance. I feel like there is a relationship here that has, or a partnership that has been divinely guided. Also something about divine timing. So again, I was picking up on where 2 things were aligning: career and business, or business as well as love. So it's like things are aligning exactly right on time, right when they needed to be, or when maybe you, like I said, you've been waiting for something for a while to come in. You've just been persevering, working on your own, tending to your own garden, and it's just like out of nowhere, it's like boom, the money comes, the love comes, the children comes, the travel comes, everything just starts to happen around you because you have, I'm hearing elevator, or ascended to where you created heaven on earth for yourself. So it's almost like now, I don't know, it's like you found this balance within yourself, whether even if you're in a period of, I just heard drought. And as I said, drought, is starting to rain outside. So maybe you went through a period of confusion, right? Not knowing which direction to go, not knowing which options you had, or just not seeing clearly, right? Being in this dreamland or feeling lost. And I feel like this week it's just like it all cleared. Like it all clears, the fog clears, the smoke clears, and it's like it's things make sense to you. And it was because of the timing. It was like you needed to pull away or withdraw, rest maybe, do some healing for you to see different perspective, different angles. And now that, because you took that time, it just feels like now you can communicate clearly. Now you can communicate exactly what you want and who you want it with, or, you can confidently speak up for yourself in both career and love. I like this. I mean, how much more aligned can this get? I love that. What else? I'm not going to lie, though. I was just about to say, for some of you, there are people around you, 9 of Swords, who want you in doubt, who want you in fear. It's almost, y'all, I can't make this shit up. I was feeling it, and there it is. Let me take a big breath. Big, deep breath. Because this is like, so, to me, it's really annoying. How can I put this in nice words? It's really annoying, right? When people see you trying to build something for yourself, or you really just stay out the fucking way, right? Like, but it's almost like you have those people who know, I think they know. Like, I do feel like energetically they know where they're about to get left behind, or where they know that you no longer align with them. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? It's nothing wrong with you outgrowing people and people outgrowing you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's anything wrong with that. If anything, we're supposed to be fucking growing. Now, whether you want to stay stuck in a certain cycle or pattern, like that's on you. So you can't get mad when people decide to move right along. You can't get mad. You just move. You have the option to move right along with that person, or maybe not. But it just feels like there's outside energy here that either wants you stuck in this energy, or they are in this energy of fear and doubt and sleepless nights because you're moving forward, because you decided to hop on a chariot and never look back. And people are stressing out, and I kept feeling it. I just didn't want to acknowledge it. Like I said, here it is. It's like, be careful, collective, on feeding into this week, because it does feel like there are people here who want you stuck and bound. Whether it is an old way of thinking or overthinking, or being patterns repeating, or being in this victim, falling into victim mentality. Maybe someone was overthinking situations. Maybe this was you. I don't know. Put yourself where you fit in, or how it fits for you. It just feels like someone wants you in that. And we see the broken heart twice. So for some of you, you could be releasing this week, releasing people, releasing things, releasing memories, painful memories. But I do feel like you're healing those. I feel like you're releasing the pain, and you're refilling that void, or those gaps, with love, with things that you enjoy doing. Like if you find yourself falling into this, why does everything happen to me, or why does nothing happen for me, or why do people leave me, or why did she leave me, or instead of being in that mentality, like I see you replacing those thoughts with, you know what, let me go outside and walk on some grass, or let me go outside and hug that tree, or let me go on a walk, instead of me staying stuck in my bed, bound, crying over someone that didn't have the respect or the loyalty to handle me, right? I feel like you're just releasing that, and you're releasing those thoughts and those feelings, and you're refueling that with, or refueling that void or that pain with, with self-love, with compassion, with I want to say grace. And for some of you, you're being nicer to yourself. You're talking a little bit nicer to yourself, or you need to this week. I'm seeing a bath, maybe doing a ritualistic bath where you're releasing that pain and envisioning how great your life can be, instead of, like I said, staying stuck or bound exactly to the negative patterns or thoughts, and looking at the things and focusing on the things that have come true for you. With this 9 of Cups, this is wish fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. This is self, right? With the 9, this is something that you've been able to accomplish for yourself, or that's what you're doing this week, collective, where you're just pouring or giving to yourself a little bit different. Maybe you were an overgiver in the past, and now it's like, you know what? I'm going to give that to myself. I'm going to gift that to myself. I'm going to buy that for myself. I'm going to take myself there on that date, because that's where I want to go. I want to get cute and pretty for myself. I want to get sexy for myself. I want to, get my nails done and my toes done for myself. Like, you're not doing it for anyone else but for yourself. And that feels good. Like you're taking that pain and you're transmuting it, and you're turning it into power, in a sense. Like you're instead of giving that out, you're kind of giving it back to yourself some this week. And I feel like that's lovely, collective. I feel like that helps you to think clearly, right? Because you're releasing all the dead weight, all the, again, overthinking, the thoughts that are not even true. These could be just things or stories that you've been telling yourself over and over and over again that are no longer true. Yes, they were true at one point. They were true at the time that it happened. They were true at that moment. So I feel like you're seeing now, in the current present moment, in the now, that incident is no longer true. That moment is no longer true. That moment can no longer be changed or adjusted. That now the only thing that you have control over is yourself. How you love on yourself, how you treat yourself, how you talk to yourself, how you envision yourself. Like, that's the only thing you really have control over. And I feel like this week, that's how you're freeing yourself from the overthinking, and you're now able to spend that time end that energy on something that actually matters. And I feel like for some of you, there could be a person here that's willing to or is ready to, because I'm seeing 2 cups. Look, there's 2 cups with this temperance, which is a guardian angel, right? And then there's 2 cups between 2 people. So it just feel like this relationship or something about this connection was divinely guided and timely. It was timely. Something about the timing is significant. So if you are considering stepping into a higher level of commitment, there's this energy of maybe the doubt and the fear were coming from a past situation, something that you experienced in the past, or how you were showing up in relationships in the past. So you just want to make sure that whatever you're stepping into now, you're not repeating that pattern. But I feel like you're seeing that you've healed from those situations, so you can't repeat the same pattern if you've done the healing work, right? You're now entering something or a new phase, wiser, more confident, more knowledgeable. Okay. And more, I feel like for some of you, more guided, like spiritually guided, because either you got closer to your spiritual team, or you've taken your spirituality more serious now. Like you've been meditating more, praying more. So it's almost like not only are you wiser within your own right, like your own knowledge, your own data that you've collected, but you're also closer to spirit, which lets me know that when in doubt, you know to go inward to find the answer. So you're not doing anything alone. Whereas before, maybe you felt like you were blindly doing things. I feel like now you're like, okay, yes, I have more knowledge. And now I have not only like physical knowledge, but spiritual knowledge. Judgment, here it is. It's like you're born, you let that old version of yourself die, in a sense, end. You learned the lessons, and now you're being reborn into a whole new version of yourself. I don't know. I got to cover up the naked people. You're being born into a whole new version of yourself, where it's like, okay, I feel like I can add, or I can allow someone to come into my life, especially if you've been on this solo journey for a while. I feel like you're opening yourself up to a relationship or some sort of connection here, where I do feel like it can be serious. It can go the long way. Like this could be long-term commitment. For some of you were afraid of long-term commitment because of what happened in your past, maybe in your childhood. Maybe you were used to dealing with individuals who were flighty, in and out, here for a short time, not a long time, left you feeling hurt, depleted, exhausted. Yeah, that's the truth. Yeah. So it pushed you to a season of self, finding happiness within yourself. But because you answered that call, again, you answered the call, the judgment call, where you did the healing, where you did the accepting. It was something that you needed to accept. I don't know what that is, whatever it is for you, because I'm hearing acceptance. Maybe for some of you, you were, if this is you, collective, with the Knight of Wands, like maybe you were the person that just kept things surface level, like you just moved around, or you didn't stay too long in one place because it required for you to, it's like you didn't allow for things, because I'm hearing roots. Like you didn't allow things to break surface, like for the roots to grow deep enough. Like if you felt things got too serious, it was like, all right, it's time to go. I'm hearing heartbreaker. Maybe you were the heartbreaker, right? Like you were just like, nope, this is too much, too soon, or too fast, and you're just like, I'm out. Or if that was not you, collective, that's what the type of energy that you were attracting, right? And maybe that's maybe that's why you pulled away, where you had to figure out, like, why is it that I'm attracting that type of energy? And I think that in that season of you allowing yourself to heal, you started to realize that maybe you needed to break the surface a little bit deeper within you. Well, why is it that I'm attracting this? Why is it that I am, I've been dealing with this type of situation or this type of energy, right? And maybe it was you that had to break through yourself. Maybe it was you that had to learn certain lessons and break certain patterns, close certain cycles, break free from limiting beliefs. Yeah, exactly. With the Hangman, break free from limiting beliefs, sacrificing and breaking free again from others' opinions or how others were seeing how you thought you had to be or live a certain life. Like you had to break free from that, or someone that you're dealing with had to do that. It's like somebody had to find their north node or the direction that they wanted to head in, who they wanted to become, their life purpose. If this wasn't you, Aquarian energy with the star, or this is the person that you're dealing with. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking at something. I haven't been even calling this signs. We do have Sagittarius with Temperance, and then what was it? Scorpio with Judgment out here. Sagittarius again with the Knight of Wands. Let me get one more for the collective. Okay, two more. Look at these. The two cards I kept seeing fell out. The Hangman, a lot of major arcana right now in your energy, and the Star wanted to come out. So exactly, it just lets me know that you've done a lot of self-healing, or this week you will be doing that. Like you'll find yourself in either meditation or prayer, because you're going through a dark night. It doesn't feel, I'm not going to say a dark night of the soul. Like I feel like you've already experienced that. I feel like this week you're more so now seeing that work in the physical. Like I feel like this week you're now seeing your relationships, you're attracting different type of people, where it does feel like this is going to be your soul tribe, right? Because you've released and protected yourself from those who you no longer align. For some of you've done a lot of blocking or releasing, like I said, standing your ground, and you're going in a whole different direction. For some of you, you're even relocating, you're moving, you're just going to a whole new different space. I don't know why I just heard settlement. For some of you, could be receiving some sort of settlement payment this week, or things are settling. Like I said, the dust is settling, the smoke is settling. You've already gone through the dark night of the soul. Now you're just like taking a deep breath of you made it. You made it. You freed yourself. You unbound yourself. And yes, with guidance, right? With guidance, your inner guidance, listening to your higher self, listening to your guides. Because I do feel like with the Temperance, there's an ancestor here, or there is a guardian angel. Like I feel like whoever I'm picking up on this week, they don't take relationships and love lightly. Like this is someone who, this could be you, right? Or just the person that you put yourself where you fit in. Again, remember, y'all, this is a general reading. So it just feels like whoever this is, commitment is serious. Like it's nothing that someone plays with. But because of how serious they take it, or because you take it so seriously, collective, it's like you've been careful on, who you open yourself up to, especially because you've done so much fucking work on yourself. Especially because you've been able to build like this blissful, peaceful life, that you've been very careful on who you let into your world, into your circle. And I feel like this week you're gonna meet people, or you're coming across people or a person who feels like you can let them into your world and not, there's no fear. Like there's no fear here. Like everything, it just feels very, the star talks about faith and trust, in the divine, in divine guidance, and knowing that you're headed in the right direction, the right path. Again, being able to have that complete harmony and confidence in yourself, that because so long you're balanced and within yourself, then your outer world will show that, right? Will project that right back to you. So long you continue your healing journey within you, that's what's going to be projected back to you. Like that's what your real world is going to look like, regardless if there's bombings and shootings and whatever. It's almost like you have found a way to stay grounded throughout all the chaos and all the noise and the people coming towards you trying to take. It's like you've learned to build this guard, a protective guard, like a barrier, without being restrictive. I don't know if that makes sense. It makes sense in my head. But let me get a oracle card. I always forget to pull these out, but and have them ready, but here we are. Okay, let's see. Messages, or let me just get one for the collective. What's coming up this week for the collective? What guidance or advice do you have for the collective for this week? Another 2, yin. So you're receiving, open to receive it. Not yin, yin. Yes, you're open to receiving something about your divine feminine energy again. For some of you may be stepping into motherhood, or you're just really focusing on motherhood right now if you have children, or if it's not children. Like I said, your project, your career, you're mothering that, you're nurturing that, you're pouring into that. I said something about breathing, didn't I? Maybe I just thought about that. So last week I saw a regeneration, or was it the week before then, where I said, things, you've already went through the dark night of the soul, where things have just ended, burned down to the ground, and you're just, now the dust and the smoke is settling. Now it's like, okay, I've gone through all of that. Now I can take a deep breath. Now I see why things happen the way they did. Now you're no longer playing the victim, like everything happens to me. Now you're looking at things from the perspective of that happened for me, right? Like that, I was supposed to learn from that. I was supposed to get XYZ from that. And that's really what's mending your heart. Look at this. Look at this. I feel like there's someone here coming in that's going to help, through a tough period, through a tough moment. But it's like you're not using someone to help heal you. It's more so like they're just coming in to show you a different type of love, a different type of, I want to keep it that way, a different type of love. I feel like you and this person are really going to mirror each other. Like y'all are going to you are going to see each other in a way, because I'm seeing 14 and 41. Somebody could be 41 years old. I want to say 14. Maybe you have a 14-year-old, but it just feels like the way you and this person are going to connect is like you're going to see yourself in them and they're going to see themselves in you. But you guys are, it just feels like there's difference, because we did see the King of Cups, although he didn't pop out. It just feels like y'all are going to mirror each other in such a way where it's like, damn, like, okay, you experience pain, and maybe you experience pain differently, but you've experienced it and you see me. Like I see you, you see me. Like that's what this feels like. Like somebody really someone's really going to be holding like the key to your heart, and you're going to look at them like, where the fuck did you get that key? Where'd you find that key? Who gave you that key? And it's again divinely guided. It just feels like whoever this person is, they're just gonna know. There are certain things that you won't even have to say or explain because this person just knows, and vice versa. Okay, let's see. 41, Soulmates. It reads, you're meant to evolve and transform with the companionship of others. Certain people enter into your life in order to take you to the next level of healing, consciousness, and authenticity. It is always a reciprocal experience, although the results for each of you will vary. You know these people by the strong pull drawing you towards them, and sometimes by a strong aversion to them initially too. Soulmates can be friends for life or remain in your life for only a short time. No matter what, you will be changed in ways you can't possibly fathom now. Pay attention to these people today. They are your greatest gifts. So I feel like there is someone, but I was also picking up on like a soul tribe, like friendships coming into your life that are going to be very beneficial to you during this season, right? Even if it's just for a season, it just feels like whatever season you're entering, whether I just heard Gemini, so whether it's Gemini season, it just feels like they carry a lot of value. You know, they're going to be valuable, very valuable in your life. Pisces energy with the Hangman, Aquarius with the Star. So again, a lot of major arcana, so a lot of changes happening, but I feel like these are really good changes. 5. You could be seeing 555 as well, or 999. Yeah. Okay. I think that's all I have, collective. I was trying to see if I got anything else. I just heard forgiveness. So for some of you, you're working on, or you have been doing a lot of forgiving, which is also helping you release and heal some wounds here. That's helping you look at things from different angles, different perspectives, which again, it's helping you heal and release yourself from whatever has kept you bound and overthinking. I love this, collective. This week feels really, really good, and I love it. But I think that's all I have. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, you guys. Let me know in the comments, like what's for one, I want to know y'all signs, because there's a lot. There's Aquarius, there's Pisces, there's Scorpio, there is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah. So let me know. A lot of major arcana. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe again, you guys. Thank y'all so much again for the support, and I will talk to y'all soon. Have a beautiful week, y'all. Bye.